Good morning, student friends. Right, we will begin the revision class, and as a part of this, we have already taken the internal assessment question paper number 3. We'll get into. Right, yesterday we have gone through question number 1, and we have gone in length about telling you about the preparing the business scenario, right, and how do a condition testing gets into. Yes. And also we have gone through the how to write the answer for this list and explain the various tasks. Please look into that. The tasks are the important critical task, right? You cannot say that I wanted to talk with some people, right? Okay, this. No, they're all major milestones and deliverable related things. It could be software requirement collection, it could be freezing of that, it could be procurement of softwares, it could be training program, it could be module 1, okay, delivery, it should be installation, right? Okay, it is a testing, writing test scripts, completing testing of module 1. It is at the higher level and their dependencies, right? That's not the lower levels, right? And it is with reference to your project you need to write and not in general. This is what we have seen it, right? So any questions on this, what we have discussed? Ashish, Ankit, and Apita.
No, sir. Yesterday it was clear, sir.
Okay, now let's get into second one. Okay, quickly I'll tell you because on the same principles we get into. We will not spend a lot of time on this. Again, look at that. Prepare a business scenario. This is common. Or with example explain. They are one and the same, right? And please try to give an emphasis on this very clearly writing for a paragraph or so. Right? Here there are two things. One is equivalence partitioning, other one is boundary value analysis. All of you know, right? Now simple. When I say business scenario, simple. I'll say that one again. Look into that. Okay. If the age, right, age is greater than say 18, right, greater or equal to 18, then okay, issue the insurance. Consider this particular scenario, right? How do this get translated into, right, and expressions? Okay, programming language. See, you write if, right, right here, if a greater than 18, you do this. Simple, right? Now, when you look at the a, it is the integer value. Here is 18, right? Here is 17, right? Like that, it gets into, right? And here is a 19, right? And it gets into like this. This kind of writing a diagram is necessary, right? Now look into that. Okay, when you say that 18 greater or equal to 18, that means this is the entire partition. This is a one, okay, partition, right? And other than this, okay, this is another partition. So you have partition P1, you have partition P2, right? The simple example. So one representative from that. So when I build a test case, so I'll be again writing the test case in the form of a table, right? So look into that. Okay, test case, right, ID, I'll write T1, right? Then the input A, right, value of A, then I can write an action, right? See, right, action, whatever it is, right? All input you have to describe it. If now in this case is only one. So now what you can do is one representative from P1 you can take it. Say for example 10. So this is from the equivalence class P1 you will take it. Right? Then what is an action? Action is okay, do not issue the insurance. Do not issue. Right? Then you get take the okay test case number 2, right? One representative from that. Say consider 20, I'll take it. 20, I'll take it. This is from the partition, right? P2, right? Then the action is issue this one. I'm talking just a simple primitive kind of things. In the examination or otherwise, okay, there will be a little more complex things involved in that, right? Now, this is the equivalent partitioning. But when you apply the boundary value analysis, right? Now look at that. I'll show the with the green color. Now, boundary value analysis, what happens is the equivalence class partitioning will not reveal all kinds of errors. For example, instead of writing greater or equal to here, if you have written a greater, right? Okay, this equivalence class partitioning test case, whatever you identified, T1 and T2 will not reveal this error. Are you getting this? So you have to go for the boundary value analysis, right? Probably you may get a question also, that one. Okay, prepare a business error and show that one equivalence class partitioning is not a complete, right? It does not reveal all kinds of errors, right? Whereas boundary value analysis will have it, okay, strengthen the equivalence class partitioning. Okay, show that. This is the example I'm talking. Now look at that. What is that you do is, see, okay, now this is the, okay, boundary you take into this one. So what you do is, one just besides the positive side of the boundary, one just besides the negative side of the boundary, right? And one as usual from a partition. Okay, this partition, if you can take, okay, now consider that this is a T1. In earlier case, it is a T1. In earlier case, this is a T2. Now, what you will be doing is, you will be adding, right, two more test cases, right? Okay, I should have written at the bottom, but there is no space. I'm writing here. So, I'll write here, okay, T3, right, and I'll write a T4 here, right? So, what is the T3? The right side of the partition, boundary, that is, I'll take one input, say 18. How does it behaves? Okay, I should issue this one. So this will ensure that the greater or equal to has been put properly, right? The other input, what I do is, right, 17, I'll put it, right? Then do not issue this insurance. This will ensure that greater or equal to has been put. Are you getting this? Right? So these two will ensure, this is called boundary value analysis that we do. Very purpose of the boundary value analysis is to strengthen the equivalence class partitioning, because, right, the condition, the mistakes that we do in putting an operator that may not be revealed, right, in equivalence class partitioning. Are you clear about that? Are you clear?
Excuse me, sir.
Please.
So at this place, can we say like 18 is deciding the boundary of both left side as well as right side?
Yes. Yes. Because operator we don't know. Sometimes less or equal to, people might have written a code less or equal to. Are you getting it? Right? These okay, these test cases, don't think that okay, after writing the program only people do it. No. When requirement is there, issue, when age is greater or equal to, then I look into that. I don't know how the code you have written. You might have written if okay, age is greater or equal to 18, do it. Or some Ashish might have written if the age less than 18, then do something. Are you understanding it? Otherwise, do something else. Ashish, Ankit.
Yeah,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Yeah, that's why you have to take the both sides of the boundaries. I don't know. This is the black box testing. Based on requirement, I'm writing this. I don't look at the code. It is
Yes.
these are all things not written after the code is being generated. No. Before only they write it, keep it. So you have to execute test case 1, 2, okay, 3, 4. Right? Who or whatever the program you write, I don't care.
Yeah.
Understood? Ankit, Ashish,
Yes, sir.
you are representatives of the whole class now.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Yes.
Others also can talk, huh? Okay, don't think that I don't remember your name. Forcibly, I remembered these names. I don't have a habit.
Sir.
Yes.
Are you clear? All of you, all participants, 18 participants. Shall I go to next one?
Yes.
Right. I'll make these two available today evening in my Google class. Right? And remember, okay, from tomorrow onwards, the procedure is right 1 day advance, morning. Today morning, Ashish, if he tells to me, right, next day morning, 8 o'clock, I'll be having class on the topic, whatever it is, right? Okay, all student can coordinate with the CR and let me know any topic, right? Yes. Okay, let me get into the next one. Are you clear about that? So after listening to this one, how much you feel that you can get out of 5 marks? Ashish, Ankit, Arpita.
Sir, now you have explained the answer, sir. So I think it will be easy for us to answer.
Yes, 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 yes. Right? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Remember, I was giving a training program in Satyam Computers on software testing before. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Right. So these are all simple examples, even there also. And as and when you mature, okay, you handle more and more complex problems over a period of time incrementally, you develop a competency, you develop a skill. Okay, don't expect that those ultimate skills on the day one in the classroom, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. You started swimming now, but when you are at the age of 1 month, don't think that I need to know swimming, I need to know Python programming and all. You cannot imagine at that time. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right. Good. Okay, let me get into the next one quickly. Right? So let's then explain, you know that one list, okay, list all these things. The various risk associated with my project titled so and so, okay, are as below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it is. This is with reference to your project. There is a disturbance, I'll be waiting for a few seconds. Please remember, right? This is with reference to your project straight away. Don't write generic things. Many people have written generic, almost everyone. But still we are given marks. That is a different thing. It can be given 0 also. But I am not given. Right? The various risks associated with my academic project titled in a double quote so and so are as listed below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over. Right? And associated mitigation plan is given in the table below. One table only, the serial number, right? Risk description, and mitigation plan. You write it. So, what do you mean by risk? Risk is that situation or that thing which makes your planning get disturbed. Right? It could be anything. Right? For example, as in and risk classification you can do. Right? How severe is that? Is it low? Is it moderate? Is it very severe? Are you getting this? For example, I'm doing on brain signal analysis, right? I need to procure a device to capture brain signals, and I need to import. Now risk is very severe because I have to import that one. There is no guarantee that one in next 2 months I get it. Are you getting it? Ashish?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. Now, the various risks associated with my academic project title so and so are listed below along with the mitigation plan. That's all. Then write the table. Right? Table title, serial number. Right? Then you can write, in short, I'm writing risk description. Right? Then I can write mitigation plan. Right? And you can write one more, severity. Okay, severity you can, severity level. Are you clear?
Yes.
Then risk number 1, right? What is that? Okay, importing, right? The brain signal capturing device from USA. Assume. Okay, severity very high. Okay, you can write it here in the bracket heading: high, right? Moderate, low, right? Very high, right? It will hamper the entire project. In that case, what is the mitigation plan? You can write here the description. right? Okay, if the device is not available, then we have a plan to work on the known data set and complete the algorithm. Then later, once the device is available, right, the actual testing will be done. Until that, the project may be postponed, right? But we keep everything, prototype everything ready on the data set. Ashish, Arpita, Ankit, are you convinced?
Yes, sir.
Right? So,
Sir,
go ahead,
there is a doubt in the chat box by Dheeraj, sir.
read it.
Uh, it is about the last question. It says if it's if we are considering the age scenario, and it's
Where,
age greater
which
than
question?
uh, so question number 2.
Question number 2,
Wait,
we are talking A or B?
A, sir.
Wait. First, let me complete this B and come back to that.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Are you clear about the mitigation plan, severity classification, and risk description and serial number? Write the table. The various risks associated with my project title so and so and associated mitigation plan are as listed in the table given below. Over. And what project you are doing, what risk is there, it is you know about that. Risk is a situation due to which you may not be in a position to deliver as planned. Whatever it is. Right? Maybe, right, availability of particular knowledge on Python, risk number 2, right? The team doesn't know about the Python. Okay, training on Python, right? Severity level is quite low, right? So it can be learned using particular website, self-learning based on that you are going to do it again 1 week. What is the risk? You don't know the technology. Technology can be learned easily, or technology, okay, you have to hire some people, a trainer, and go through that. If a trainer is not available, what do you do? How are you choosing that particular platform? Got it? So is this. Are you okay? Shall I clean this board?
Yeah,
Done?
yes.
Right. Okay, now, Ashish, your question, quickly.
Yeah, yes, sir. He's saying if we are considering the age scenario,
Okay.
and yeah, and it's age greater than 18, not greater than equal to. It's greater than 18. So he's saying in boundary analysis we'll have 3 cases,
Now,
right?
wait, I'll
It's
tell you. I'll tell you. This is the 18, right? 18, right? 19, like that it goes. And here is the 17, right? 16 it goes. Now look at that. This is one partition. This is another partition, right? Now what happens is age greater than 18, you write it. By mistake, if at all people have written great age greater or equal to 18, programming mistake.
yes, sir. So we have to check A equal to 18 also, right?
Yes.
So boundary analysis will include 3 cases:
It will add
greater than, less than, and
every
equal.
boundary, upper side is a boundary, lower side is a boundary. For every boundary, 2 additional test cases will get added.
Pardon, sir, I didn't get you.
Every boundary, okay, upper side is the boundary, lower side is the boundary.
Yes, sir. And that 18 will not be considered as a boundary.
Now you have to, okay, by rule, you put that also. You put it also.
Yes. Yes.
Put it. What happens is, okay, age greater or equal to 18. This is a mistake, right? People might have written a different programming, no? Right? I'll write if age less or equal to 18. I'll write like this. Right? Sorry, if age less than 18, right? Then do not issue. Do not issue. Otherwise, issue. A code I'll write like this. Then, okay, 18 is to be included, no? Boundary. By mistake, less or equal to if I write it, what happens? Wrong, no?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Less or equal to or less, whatever that is there. So boundary value for every boundary, right side of the boundary, left side of the boundary, you have to include additionally. Okay?
Yes, the left side, the right side, and
Straight side. So
and
see, when I
itself.
take a boundary horizontal on the plane like this is the right hand side, this is the left hand side. Right?
Yes, sir. So we have to consider 18 also. So
18.
there would be 3 cases.
Yes, 18, 17, these two additional cases. Apart from the normal partitions.
Okay, sir.
Right? Okay, shall I go to the next one?
Yes, sir. Got it.
All of you clear?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Right. Now quickly I'll move. Right. Look at that third question. Prepare a business scenario naturally. Explain data flow analysis how data flow analysis is useful in software testing. Now what you have to do is, right, for this, I'll write it in short. Right. You take one particular simple descriptive scenario. Issue the insurance to some people if age greater than this, right? Then something like that. This is a scenario. Then convert that into code, right? Pseudo code, right? Statements are there: S1, S2, S3, S4, and assume that with little jumps and all will be there. Something, if something is there, you will jump here, loop something. Okay, this. Are you clear? Then write line number L1, L2, okay, L10, something like that. Then next step is write the flow graph. Okay, by identifying the basic block. So you'll be identifying basic block B1 contains line number L1, L2, L3. Basic block and 2 contains so and so. Like this you write it. Then you'll be writing the flow graph, right? Say B1, this is B1, this is B2, this is, assume that this is B3, something like this, it will be there. Some flow graph will be there. Right. Now for this, right, you will be picking one. Say for example, right, path testing. Path testing. Now what is that path testing you do? Right? You find the cyclomatic complexity number. Right? And say that is equal to number of path, number of decision plus 1. Right? So using this you will compute and do it. Or there are many things, available expressions. That is for, right, analyzing the programs and all. Right? Then live variables. There are many things. Okay, you have to restrict yourself to one whatever you have studied. Are you getting? Path coverage you can do. Now I got path coverage. I decide this and based on that I will develop something. Path coverage, number of paths to be tested equal to cyclomatic complexity number. So that many test cases I developed it. Are you clear about that? Ashish? Ashish?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And that's all you'll be doing it. And we are given a freedom to you. Whatever may be the testing you want to do it. That every testing is considered. Because all testing, okay, we are not covered using this flow graph. Right? Understood? So anyone what is covered in the class, you write it. All right. Okay. Path testing is common. Then in our division, we have done available expressions. That is for optimization purpose. Right? Are you clear?
Yes.
Okay. Examples and all, you can refer our video, earlier video and get into it. Right? Okay, now let's get into the last part of that. Okay, today, right? List and explain. You know that. You have two listing. What? various factors that influence cost. This is generic, right? The various factors that influence the cost estimation of software product development includes the following listed below: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the end of that. Then you can write a table and little bit explain also. Right? Please remember, you can write the table, serial number, right? Factor affecting cost and description. Next, keep on writing 1. Right? What all the things are there? Keep on describing. Right? Now there are many factors that influence the cost of this. Right? It could be complexity of technology. Right? It could be complexity of problem. Right? It could be like the various resources that will be used. The resources, okay, of technical in nature, resources which are common, right? Training, right? Other, okay, things, whatever, number of people who are involved in that, volume of work, complexity of the problem, number of functions you are going to develop, number of tables you are going to develop, right? Number of user interface you are going to develop, number of features you are going to add it, feature points. Very clear? Which is theoretical, you can refer a book and write it. Ashish and Arpita, Ankit,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
theoretical. But now second part is estimate the cost of the academic project plan. How do you estimate it? Right? For that you need what all the task that is involved in your, okay, first thing is you need to write, okay, list the task T1, task T2, right? Task T3, right? This task T1, how much, okay, duration it, how much time it is, okay, is required for that. Then how many people, okay, you use for this, right? Number of people is P1 here, number of people is equal to P2 here, number of people is equal to P3 here, right? And okay, you will come to know about the total number of manpower. I call this AM, right? Okay, you call, okay, man months, man month. And what is the, okay, you can express in terms of days also, hours also, whatever that is there. Hours, right, days, right, or month. Then what is the average salary of that? Okay, that is a direct cost. That is a direct cost. Then you have an indirect cost. Maybe it includes a rent, it includes so many other factors. Facility you give it for this one, right? So this direct cost is that's what you call a cost to company for an employee. Cost to company for an employee. It includes his salary, it includes facility you give, it includes whatever that is there. For one person, what is the cost to company? Indirect cost, other profit, margins, all the things you will do it. And for that, you have a function point, okay, a linear, okay, lines of code, right? Lines of code. Then you have function point, right? Analysis. Okay, then you have a COCOMO model, right? This is a generic approach, a blend of these things, right? Put together, customize your answer. Are you getting it? But generic things about your project, if you write this one, that's of great help, right? On the top of that, you can say there are many standard procedures like okay, function point analysis, okay, linear line of code, COCOMO model. You can write it, right? Which can be applied for this if projects are classified. Otherwise, you can write, okay, this aspect for your project. Are you clear? Arpita and Ankit. Very clear.
Yes, sir.
Any questions? Otherwise, we'll stop. I got 9 o'clock meeting.
No, sir. It's clear. Everything is clear, sir.
Everything clear now? Right?
Yes, sir.
So study the book, be ready to apply. When you apply, it is not a bookish.
Yes, sir.
Right? But your application should be on the principles, directions of what theory you study. Right? Please study question paper number 3 thoroughly. Unit number 4 and 5. And don't think that these are the only things from those units. There are many other things. Right? Condition testing, path testing, decision testing, object oriented testing, right? Cause effect graph based testing, right? Project management, cost estimation, right? Risk mitigation, right? Project planning, scheduling, right? This is one subset of that. And if anybody wanted any specific thing, right, tell one day advance before. Okay, today 8 o'clock, if Ashish tells to me, tomorrow 8 o'clock, we'll be doing that. Got it? Likely, I'm not there in the session on 11th. Okay, 10th, 11th. 9, 10, 11, not possible. Got it? And 24, 25, 26 not possible. And you will be here, all of you will be here for the laboratory work. Everyone must come to lab, do it here. If anybody remain absent, right, they will be detained. They have to re-register for that next time. Please, all CRs pass message to your group officially. You will be called here. Ankit, on 21st you have been called, no?
Yes, sir.
Right, on that day, everyone must report. We will keep attendance here. Everyone must sign and start doing your laboratory. Get connected with your course teacher and do.
Yes, sir.
And if anybody don't come and do the lab, they have to be registered.
Yes, sir.
That is the rule. And we have done the same thing for 7th Sem. Everyone has come. Please,
Yes, sir.
both the CRs, pass this message to your friends officially, official group only. On the day, I'll keep attendance sheet. Everyone must sign on every day. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Shall I close? And I hope that one morning, whatever the time you have spent, that was useful and given more clarity. Do you agree or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. Right? So, shall I close this? Arpita, Ankit,
Yes, sir. You may.
right, Ashish, right? So our morning time, whatever we have spent here was useful, I hope
Yeah.
so. And I also got energy by talking to you people, right? Thank you for attending because you
Yes.
need to talk, and that is the energy for any teacher. Okay, Ashish,
Yes.
get connected regularly on daily basis in your group, official group. Ask them, are there anything about software engineering, so that we can call teacher. So whenever you call, I will come. Right? It's a call basis, this thing. And this you have agreed, not me. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Even Ankit, if anything is required, okay, you talk to Ashish, right, and schedule it. Right? We will do.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Right? Okay,
Sure, sir.
with this, I end the meeting today. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Yes.